Hello, Blissful listeners, and welcome to the Balanced Bliss podcast. My name is Faraja, and I'm glad to have you here with me today. Joining me today is a special guest, an amazing guest. Welcome.
Hi guys, my name is Yvette Ariwi. I'm a student. I'm a third-year student at the university. That's it about me.
So, for today's icebreaker question, we are both aunties.
Yeah.
So, what's the most amazing thing about being an auntie to your niece?
I love seeing her accomplish these little steps. I never thought that seeing a baby clap would make me so happy. Seeing a baby take their first step, it's just so amazing. Like, they don't know how to talk, but they know how to fill your heart with so much love. And me and my niece are long distance, like we don't see each other so often. So all the time when we're having calls, then she takes the phone and she runs away with it. It's so cool. It just warms my heart. Being an auntie is the best thing. I hope an auntie and an uncle, I hope uncles experience this as well.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should get to have such an experience in their life. Yeah, it's such an amazing.
I think for me, it's seeing them grow. So I'm an auntie to both girls and boys. So seeing them grow, and then I don't know what runs into their mind, because like I'm a young auntie. So I don't know what runs into their minds when they see that they have an auntie who's like younger. Because I feel like the elder one looks at me and she's just like, sasa huyu mbona ni mdogo hivi? And you know how we used to see like our aunties were not married and everything. So I think for them it's weird, because what do you mean you're going to school? So I tell them I'm a doctor, or I'm studying medicine, so I'm going to be a doctor. And they're just like, so why do you go to the hospital when you get sick? And I'm just like, kids, I can't doctor myself.
Yeah.
So I really don't know how they see me, but then it's just amazing to play with them. And now as the last born, at least I'm not the child of the house. So yeah. So for today's topic, we are talking about girlhood and female friendships. So I'll start by asking you how can you define girlhood?
For me, girlhood is a time in a girl's life. Not a time, a phase of a girl's life when you get to experience so many different things and so many interactions with women that you grow through these interactions with women. Yeah, that's what I think I can define girlhood as. Like, you'll get to experience so many things with girls, like and navigate your life, like navigate through life with your female friendships. You will get to involve aspects like peer relationships, societal issues with your girls. Girlhood. That's girlhood.
And how has your experience been with female friendships so far?
To begin with, I'd love to say I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky person. I really value my female friendships a lot, and I get to see the love that I give in my female friendships being reciprocated. And I'd love to owe this to the fact that in my family I was raised by a family of girls. We are 6 with 2 boys. That's my dad and my younger brother. So I have my mom, and my 2 older sisters. They've shown me they've just shown me how a female friendship should look like, how to love a female friend, like how to give love to a fellow female person. Yeah, they've inspired me, and they've shown me how true friendship feels like, and it has impacted me so much in navigating my female friendships right now. Not even right now, even when I was younger, most if not all of my friends were girls. Like, I'm just a girl. I'd love to think that I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
They've made it so much easier to navigate through my female friendships right now. Like, I don't have to think so much into it, because it's been something that has been growing inside of me from the time that I was younger. And being now in female, like an all girls high school, it made it even so much easier, because now I know how to deal with I almost know how to deal with different personalities. And just how to deal with everything that comes with being friends with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My friendships are very fruitful. I have very good female friends. I love all my friends to bits. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't have many issues with women. Yeah, that's my experience with girlhood right now.
Nice.
And I pray that it becomes better and better and better each day.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
I think for me it's been quite the same because I come from a family of, we are all daughters, like my parents don't have sons, so
Hi.
that was a unique type of living. And then also going to an all girls high school really helped, because that is where at least I think I got most of the friends I have right now. It's because of the interactions we had there. And also like, not like now for you, like we never talked in high school, but then you see, having gone through that, we are able to connect right now. So that really helped. And also seeing how my sisters had a close friendship with each other, because now I'm younger than them, so seeing them as the three of them having such a close friendship and relationship helped me know how to navigate friendships even with my female friends. So yeah, that's on my end.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yes.
So we have the same experience.
We do.
Like, we got a cheat code in life.
Yes, way earlier, which is good.
Yeah.
Mm.
We are so lucky.
Yes. So how, for you, how has female friendships impacted your emotional well-being, your all-rounded well-being? How has your relationships done that?
How have my female relationships impacted my well-being? My emotional well-being, right?
Yeah, and also all-rounded, like physically, like, yeah, spiritually, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, right now in the society that we live in, like, we know, or it's been made more aware to us of how to take care of ourselves emotionally, what to do with ourselves. Like, people know what to do with themselves, or how to go around certain emotional situations, and dealing with them is as an individual. So for me, my female friendships really help me, especially when I'm having my down days. Some people would want to stay alone and like be by themselves and just feel all the emotions at the moment. I don't think that would be something that I would do. The first thing I do is run to my friends when I'm having a bad day, and that's so good for me emotionally, because I feel like they calm me down, and they're not in the situation that I'm in, so they're able to like show me, or like they see past my situation or what I'm going through, and yeah, they just help me grow emotionally. Yeah, and I just don't feel emotionally isolated, because they'll understand what I'm going through. And right now, not right now, most people say females are emotional beings, and I think that's very true. We are very emotional. And so when you go to your friends with a problem, when you go to your female friends with a problem, they'll tend to have like, they know what you're going through, or they've ever experienced what you're going through. Like, it's almost like we're all going through the same thing, but we're not going through the same things at the same time. Yeah. So you just feel a sense of community. We understand each other on the same level, because we are all in, like, how will I say it? We're all almost we all get to experience the same thing. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. All-rounded, physically, when you have we all have different goals in life. So some people will say, not some people, most girls in their New Year resolutions, it's usually going to the gym,
working out, being fit.
Work, fit, like you'll always see on someone's vision board, dumbbells, So when you have friends like that, they'll push you out of your comfort zone and they'll tell you, like, when you're physically not doing okay, when you're putting yourself through so much pressure that you are losing weight. Oh my goodness. Then they'll bring, if you have a healthy female friendship, they'll know how to bring it up without it looking like it's criticism or anything.
Yeah.
And you'll get to grow with each other, or you'll get to know what to do with yourself. Yeah, just be more aware. Yeah.
Nice. And now, how have your female friendships allowed you to grow and develop as an individual, as who Yvette is today?
How have my friendships helped me grow as an individual?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take it. It's almost tied to the previous question of how female friendships impact our well-being. So, when you're figuring out life together, when you're figuring out life together, you'll get to know that you have similar experiences, and you'll find out that you're in the same boat. So you'll help each other to grow together, and in healthy friendships, you'll be able to talk about it. Like, it's almost the same thing as what we said in the previous question. You'll be able to talk about it, and you'll help each other to overcome. So for me, I've grown and developed as an individual through my friends, because I think I've grown so much emotionally, and as a person. Yeah, I've grown so much emotionally and as a person through my friends. And sometimes friendships can be a love is blind situation. Have you watched Love is Blind?
I have tried, but I just can't. I have done my best. But I get the concept.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. People are different, Anyway, sometimes friendships are like a love is blind situation. You'll see, like, maybe I'm bringing out characteristics of some, let's say, not a toxic. Okay, let me just use the example of a toxic person. So I'll be giving out some characteristics of a toxic person that I may not know that I'm giving out, but you as my friend will be able to see them.
Yes, true.
So in a healthy friendship, you'll get to talk about it, and they'll bring it up to you. And if you don't know how to go about it, you can ask for help. Yeah, and you can help. You can be helped dealing with it. So yeah, that's how I've grown individually.
Oh, nice.
That's how I've grown from my female friendships. Have you grown from your female friendships?
I have. I think there's a lot I have learned from them. And also, you see, meeting new people and different people and now having individual friendships with them, not just as a whole, helps you see like how different people are. And then also you get to learn how people do things. Because I know, like, for me and like my best friends, like, we are 3 different people. And we're just like, there's a way I do things that they don't do things. But then I think that allows me to be open-minded when it comes to even dealing with other people. Because I know, like, just because you don't do things the way I do them does not mean that there's anything wrong with you. Like, it's okay, it's fine. And then also, they've helped me to really be accountable, because you see, like, at times as friends and as girlfriends, we really talk about the things that we want to do. As you've said, like, I want to do this, I want to accomplish this and that. And then most of the times you don't get to do them. But then when you're with really in a healthy friendship, they'll be like, yo, you said you're going to do this. Where are the results? Why are you not doing what you said you're going to do? So I think that has helped me to be accountable when it comes to me saying the things I'm going to do. And actually, it has helped me grow, because you see, you know that if you don't do something, there's someone who's going to ask you about it. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And how have you managed to have effective communication when it comes to building strong friendships, because honestly speaking, I think friendships really require communication, improper communication. So how have you cracked that code with your friendships?
Friendships actually do require a lot of communication.
Yeah.
Like a lot of communication.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you have to do is understand the level of friendship you're in.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
I've been friends with, let me use my example of my friends from high school
Mm-hmm.
and my friends from uni.
Yeah.
So with my friends from high school, the timing is we've had more time to be friends, and with my friends from uni, we've only had 3 years since right now I'm in third year.
Yeah.
So let's say 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we've not done the third yet. So we've only had 2 years. So you have to understand the level of friendship that you're in, and yeah. So when you're starting to build a friendship, there's so much investment that goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be there for it. Like you have to learn each other as the first step of building a friendship. So as you're building this friendship and as you're learning about each other, learning how to communicate with each other and learning each other's communication strategies is going to be something that's very important when you're building your friendship to maintain the strong bonds that you actually want to have.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something that you want to be long term, you have to learn how to deal with this other person's communication strategy, because it's not going to be the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Some people might want to, the way I said I think there's a part I've said in the first part.
Mm-hmm.
Someone might want to be left alone, and someone might want like constantly be, like you have to constantly be around them and you constantly have to talk to them.
Yeah.
So back to my example of my high school friends and my campus friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for my high school friends, do you know Bridget? Let me use Bridget as my example.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Bridget are long distance. Bridget is in Eldoret and I'm in Nairobi.
Mm-hmm.
And for me and my uni friends, we are always together. So you see, the communication is different.
Yeah.
For me, and you don't have to talk every day. First of all, because you're not there, you're not like around there. So you have to figure out a way of how you're going to do it. So for me and Bridget, we do it almost once a week, so that you just keep tabs with each other and you don't lose the small things that build a friendship.
Yeah.
And for my uni friends, we are always there for each other. So communication is almost on a daily. So in short, communication and how to build on a friendship is very different depending on the type of friends that you have. And I think communication is also different for friend groups and like individual friends, like me and you as a friend, and me and 3 other people as friends. Communication will be easier with me and you as 2 people, but with the larger friend group, like with more people, you'll have to learn how to do it together without feeling bombarded, or like without feeling like you have so much going on around you and people like what you trying to kuonea, let me say it like that, so that you don't feel like that. What else do I have to say? Yeah, I think that's it.
Nice.
That's it on how I maintain my communication with my friends. Yeah. Okay. How do you communicate with your friends? We have to
Yeah, so I think for me it's almost the same, because my high school friends, as I said, make the majority of my friends right now. And my closest friends, fortunately and gladly, have been able to go abroad to study and to work. So there's the aspect of long distance. So what really helped is, we're going to talk about this later on, but technology really helped, because now we are able to make like a friend group and we keep tabs of each other, at least because of being busy once a month, like when it's bad. But then we can also like call and check up on each other. Also, I'm really grateful for, we're going to talk about this later on, so let me not mention it right now. But then, as you've said, for like now my uni friends, you see, we're meeting on a single day, on a single day basis. So I feel like it comes naturally, especially when you have the right friends, because now when you're going to or walking to class, there's a way that you connect. Over the weekend, you can look for like a fun activity to do together. So like it's flawless, you know. It just
Yeah.
you just go with the flow, and it's fun and it's good. And also now
Yeah.
for like the friends who are far away, I think I really try my best. I honestly do, to at least talk to them on a weekly basis, because there are those, you know,
Yeah.
there are also, I think, levels of friendship. So the ones high above that, I think I talk to them every single week, and it's going to be
Yeah.
the deep talks and everything. And then now they're the, I don't want to say that they're lower, but then they're also my friends, but then we're not as close. So for them, we
Yeah.
like keep tabs. When I see you've posted something on an achievement, I'll congratulate you, get to know how you're doing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is how I do it. And I think it's efficient. However, I've learned that you also need to be open and honest with your with how you're feeling, especially with your friends, and especially with those who are not like around you. Because you see, if I'm having a bad day, the only people who are probably going to know are my uni friends. So if I'm not
Yeah.
willing to openly communicate with the rest of my friends, then they'll never know what I'm going through. So I really have to also be intentional with how I even
Yeah.
communicate with them. So yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
You give the energy that you receive.
Yeah, it's true. How have or how can friends support and provide encouragement to each other? Now, like in all your friendships, how have you guys, like, how do you guys support each other in what you do, and encourage each other, especially in those dark days, because they're dark days for sure. How do you guys do it?
Yeah. First of all, I'd love to say that I've found a support. You have to find a support system in your friends.
True.
So, in terms of crisis, you have, I find that I have a shoulder to lean on in all of my friends, and it's important to have people around you in these times of crisis. You've got in your dark days, you should have people around you who, as I said earlier, can see clearly without the emotional turmoil that you're experiencing. They can see clearly past your situation, and you can get comforted. They can comfort you. I'll use an example of me when I was in, I think, first year. Yeah. So first year, there was a day I really let me say I messed up really bad. And I didn't know what to do with myself. So I was just seated down and I was blank. I didn't know what's going on. I knew nothing. I was just blank. So the first thing that came to my head was calling my friends. And I called both long distance, the ones who are very close to me, and in a sense won't help you so much. Being there is already so much. Calling you back, even receiving your call is already it's already enough. So I messed up and my friends came so fast to help me, and I kid you not, within 30 minutes I was done with that problem. I think I just didn't know how to do it myself, or I just needed a push to go, just forget everything that's going to happen, go do it. So sometimes you need that push and that kind of support from your friends to help you grow back to when we said how you're going to grow, in both emotionally, physically, academically. There's so many ways your friends can help you grow. And right now, so many people right now are dealing with mental health issues, childhood trauma, such situations. So many people are going through such things, and sometimes they don't know what to do with themselves. And for them to open up to you that that's what they are going through, it's already, you should be a good person. A good person will actually educate themselves on how to help your friends. Because, we are not not everyone is knows how to deal with such situations. Not everyone is knowledgeable in those areas. So going out of your way and learning about how to deal with people with, let me use bipolar as an example. How to deal with people with bipolar when they're in their manic episodes, when they're in their depressive episodes. Like, you know how to deal with it, and you'll ask, how should I go around your situation when you're having your manic episodes and when you're having your depressive episodes, so that I don't come out as somebody who's insensitive. And you also learn how to be sensitive around such situations, especially in situations of childhood trauma. Yeah, and in your friendships, I think people should learn how to build an environment where you can talk about crisis management and such situations where where everybody has different ways of tackling such situations. You should be able to create such an environment, not only for that, but for an environment for all kinds of conversations, so that it can just be a fruitful and a friendship that just flows without like many difficulties or many bumps on the road, because these bumps are some of the things that can make you fall out of a friendship. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
That's how I provide and support. That's how to support and provide encouragement for each other as a friend. Yeah.
Okay.
So being there for each other is, I think, almost enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd say the same, because you've explained it clearly. It just takes like a call, a text, because at times, yes, you have the strength, but you're not very sure about it. So you just need someone you trust to remind you of what you're capable of doing, or that to just affirm you and tell you it's going to be okay. It matters a whole lot. And at times it's not like the long calls. It can just be a very short, quick call, but it will make a whole lot of difference. So yeah. And the long paragraphs, I don't know, but like once in a while when you're feeling like showing gratitude, and just you find like a long paragraph of someone really thanking you for just being there for them, it means a whole lot. And it also shows you how much like your actions matter, no matter how small, because at times you can do something for someone and you think it's just a random thing, but then for them it has meant a whole lot. So just be kind, honestly, even in your friendships. Be kind and be loving. Yeah.
It all goes back to what people are saying. It doesn't cost anything to be kind.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not kind?
Exactly. Why? It doesn't make sense. So you've mentioned this as you were talking about how to provide support to each other, but then what are some common reasons as to why female friendships can drift apart as people get older or as time goes by? And also, to add on this, I was talking to someone today and they said females are their own enemies. And this has been said time and time again, but then as females, let's talk about this. And you're just like, why at times do our friendships drift or fail as females?
Okay, so as you're growing older, your priorities change, right? Yeah, so I think when you and your friend have different priorities, like in life, like let's say let me use me and you as an example. I want to go for a party today, and you want to go studying today, and it's something that's been recurring 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week. Like, that's the same narrative. So the change in priorities between us, it's going to like make us drift apart. You'll probably feel like I'm not serious with my life. I'm not like I don't take life as seriously as you do. You just feel like we're so different. And yeah, so that's the first example. So when your priorities change, you can find yourself drifting apart so much. And when as you're growing, you also get different interests in life. So if my interests are different from yours, sometimes that's why we're saying sometimes females can be their own enemies. Sometimes if my interests are different than yours, maybe some people can feel jealous or something about it. Or I don't know. Yeah. that will just make you naturally drift. Even this distance thing though, if you keep on not keeping tabs, like the one when you call, like maybe if you're used to calling like once a month, you'll keep on bombarding each other with life updates for a whole month, and then you'll feel like, oh my god, I'm not part of this part of this person's life. Like
I'm missing out.
You weren't there to congratulate their small wins. It will make you feel some type of way. You might end up feeling so bad about it. Yeah. And back to the example of me, you as like you wanting to do academic stuff and me wanting to do social stuff. So I think to balance it all out, you have to get you have to know how to find a balance between like school and friendships, or distance and your friendships. You have to find a balance between the thing that is probably going to make you drift, so that you can so that you can maintain your friendship. For it to continue working though, it also needs like a level of priority. Your friendships need a level of priority, because in as much as I'd want to put not in as much as every time everybody would want to put their academics and their career growth and their self-growth before their friendships. But you have to put your friends somewhere. You have to give them a level of priority, respect, like just keeping tabs with them, showing them that you're always there. Like it's the little things that matter that are going to maintain your friendship, if that's something that you actually want. And then it will make you not to drift apart. Yeah. I think that's it. But these problems, they don't have to be the reason to make you drift. If you find a balance between them, you're going to maintain all your friendships, and it's going to be healthy, depending on how you navigate the friendship with each other. Since it's a two people friendship, or it's a many people friendship. Yeah.
I think I'd add to what you've said and say that you've mentioned about jealousy. I think it's really important, even in friendships, to know that you winning is me winning. You winning is us winning. So that with that type of mentality, it keeps you away from feeling some type of way when your friends share their wins with you. Because as I've mentioned, I said, like, when my best friends were while moving out and going abroad, I had the chance to feel bad and say like, oh, they're leaving me, oh, I'm the only one who's not going. But then I was just like, okay, hold up, what? I couldn't allow myself to feel that way, because one, them going there is me also having like a second-hand experience of how it is there. Again, if you look at it this way, them going there means even when your time comes to like leave or go to greener pastures, you have experience from them of how it is. Or even better, when I tell my friends nowadays, because now there are a couple of them who've left Kenya, I tell them, na muende kabisa, you go to different countries. In fact, I don't want people to go to two in the same country. No, go to different countries, because it means when I start traveling the world, I have free people to take me around. Like, that's a win, And it's going to be even better because you'll have experienced the place, so you know like the right places. So literally at the end of the day, we are all winning. With that type of mentality, you'll never feel any type of way and jealousy. And I think is negative competition. If it's competition, let it be healthy competition. As you said, like, let us be accountable to each other. Let us share our wins, share our losses, because at times we really, there's something Lydia KM said, that when they were hosting the TMI live experience, she had shared her anxiety with her mom and her sister. So when it came to like post the show and it was a success, she called them and she was like, I shared my anxiety with them, I'm going to share my joy with them as well. And I was just like, most of the time we talk to each other during our bad days, and even in the good days, you're supposed to share these joys with each other, because we are going to be together in the valleys and also in the hills. And I don't know, competition should be healthy, not negative. And also,
Yeah.
you all should take care of each other. Like, treat your friends as your sisters. How I treat my own sisters is how I treat my friends. And also, people say that you should treat others as you'd want them to treat you. And I think that really goes a long way, because you wouldn't do something bad to them that you probably wouldn't want to be done to you. You get? So that's
and sometimes you should also look at it like, treat them how you want to treat yourself. Like, I wouldn't want to burn myself with hot oil, so I won't burn you with hot oil. Yeah.
True.
What were you saying?
So I think I was saying the same thing, and just be nice to them, and it will really save your friendships, because most of the time, and also communicate, because at times friendships break because you all didn't communicate rightly. So maybe, and also be humble enough to say sorry when you do wrong, and to also talk it out. Don't be afraid of having the tough conversations. The tough conversations are necessary to maintain your friendships, because if you don't have them, then there's a danger of things going south, and you all won't talk about it, and you all will feel bad that things went the way they did, and you could have prevented them. So just have real open conversations. Yeah.
Real open and honest conversations.
Yes.
Oh, let me add up to that, the point for competition. If your competition is constantly driving problems between you two, that's not a good experience. Like, that's not a healthy environment to be in. And both of you should know, like, that's not what you want. So I feel like I've not had so much experience about competition and jealousy, but that's how I would go around such situations. Just talking about it and bringing it up. I think that's always communication is always the key. Yeah.
Okay. So I was to mention this before, and then I said we're going to tackle it later on. So what has been the impact of technology and social media on your female friendships?
Okay. I feel like social media has really helped, especially when you video calls. When you want to keep tabs with them, sometimes you just see, like, when you're having normal calls like this Safaricom normal calls, you just get to hear their voice. But with technology, you'll see, like, you'll get to see them, you'll get to see each other. Have you ever had this video calls, like, you guys have been talking so much, or you've talked so much on that long call, like, there's nothing you're doing, like, everybody's just doing their own
things, and you're silent, but you're just there with each other.
That's a healing experience. It's like having the days when your close friends are in your room or in your house, and all you're doing is just on your phone scrolling on TikTok, like, their company is just all you wanted. So that's how you get to experience such with your long distance friends. And then, like, things like Instagram, posting little things on your story, like, they'll get to see things all from your point of view, like what you're seeing on a day-to-day basis. They'll see it from your social media account. And then this little apps, Snapchat and Locket, I really like those apps.
Thank you.
You're sending me snippets of your day. I love it. Give me 14 of them. Oh my God. So especially keeping streaks with each other. People will say, oh, it's immature.
I don't care. I'm a child. Fine.
Exactly. I don't care. If it's a reason to see my friends, you're cooking. Yes, let's cook together.
Thank you.
You've washed your shoes? Okay, that's fine. As long as I've seen it. Like, we are just going to keep tabs so much. You've seen a beautiful sunset today. We have seen it together. We've experienced, I was being told, if someone has experienced something, you don't have to experience it. Experience it through them. Seeing these little positive things from, like, Snapchat and Locket, like, someone can just Locket or streak themselves smiling. And sometimes you can just end up smiling with themselves. Or someone is just dancing randomly in their sitting room. You'll be like, oh wow, they had a good day. I'm so happy for them. Like, even TikTok streaks. Like, please keep your streaks.
Thank you.
It's
Don't kill
good.
them.
Yeah, that's how social media and technology has helped me. Yeah.
I think for me it's the same, especially on streaks. I don't know. Maybe you all will say, oh, it's childish. Oh, I don't get. Maybe I get the hype. If you actually kill my streak, me nitakukasirike, honestly. Because what are you doing? That's our baby. You've killed our baby. Like, what is wrong with you? But
I know there's a restore button, but why didn't you do it?
Hey, why didn't you do it? What do you mean? When you didn't miss me? Hey, no. So, like, on TikTok, the fact that this person scrolled and saw a video and thought it wise to share it with you is just amazing. And see, it's a funny videos, like someone learned something new and they're just like, let me share it with my friend. You know, like you actually had me in mind. And then on Snapchat, and you're just sending like random things, and I'm just getting, as you said, I'm getting to see the world through your eyes. And on Instagram, where especially when you have like this, what are they called, spam accounts, and you're just literally putting your whole life out there for them to enjoy, and for you guys to just wonder with like the type of things that are happening in your life.
Each other.
I know, like it's so amazing, and it makes you, even despite the distance, there's a level of connection that it brings. However, it shouldn't be replaced fully. Like, if you can meet in person, please do meet in person. But then this technology is for when you can't. You shouldn't now again drift. There are ways to maintain friendships even when you're far away from each other. Yeah.
Oh, back to the TikTok streaks and growth and how social media and technology have made you grow. Let me mention the name. My friend Shekina. So you know Shekina?
Yeah, I do.
I think I've really grown through TikTok streaks with Shekina. Like, Shekina's FYP is not your normal FYP. It will have videos and it will have religious videos. And she will share all of them. So you're waking up and the first trick you're seeing is a Bible verse. You're waking up and the first trick you're seeing is a prayer message from your friends or your sisters. Like, that's so nice. Like, you saw a Bible verse and you're like, you need this today. Thank you. I needed it. I really need it. So that it can really help you grow religiously, especially if you're not a very religious person. Like, it should really help. Like, if you've not yet if you've not built the relationship with God that you want to have, these little steps and these little messages that you're being sent, it's very it's uplifting, it's encouraging, like it's a very nice experience.
Okay, so to the last question now. This one is a unique one anyway. How do you deal with female friendships when there's boy drama involved? So I don't know if you've gotten yourself into this situation, but what do you do when a boy stands between you and your girlies?
I've not gotten myself into such a situation because we know how to go around such situations. Of course, right now, with the age we are in, with the times we are in, getting boyfriends and getting boy drama it's almost like everybody has experienced it. So you just have to, and since most of us have experienced it, even if you've not experienced it personally, you've experienced it through other people, through your friends. So you get to learn that you have to know that there's going to be split time. There's going to be time for them to build their friendship with the boy, and they'll have to find time to continue to maintain your friendship since you already built a friendship. So you have to acknowledge that they're not going to be there as much as they were before. But if it's someone who's literally giving up everything, like all their time with their friends, to go back to the boy. I think that's where the boy drama now comes in.
Yeah.
That's where people drift apart for the time probably that they're in this relationship. But sometimes the person you're with is not the person you're going to marry. So spare your friends some grace. Like, please just talk to them, because they were there before this boy. People will say, oh yeah, they were there before this boy, but they don't mean the same. Oh please, I'm telling you, your girlies will take you further than where that boy will take you.
True.
Anyway.
And at the end of the day, your girlies are your children's aunties, so, and you're not even sure this is going to be the father to your children. So why are you letting someone else stand between you and your sisters, literally? Why? Doesn't make sense.
Okay, but yeah, you shouldn't. I don't think girls should forget about their fellow girl friendships when they get boy drama. It's not necessary. Like, friends will always be there for you. The boy drama you should be having is when this person messes up and you're all supporting each other, like, what are we gonna do? Because sometimes it's joint effort.
Yes. What? It is. And I also think there's something, I think Chike Nyambura said it, but I'm going to say it in a better language. It's babes before boys, forever. Like, period. Your babes come first before your boys. Like, I don't care.
Because this person will put his boys before you.
Yeah, true. And you're there.
You know the way
putting him before.
Oh my God, it's like they're little babies. So why can't you treat your girl friendships like they're little baby the way the boy is doing it? Exactly. Be for real.
No, makes sense. Anyway, we have come to the end of today's episode. And now to the gratitude corner. What are you grateful for today? 2 things.
2 things. Oh my goodness. What am I grateful for? First of all, I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to be part of your podcast, Faraja. You don't even know.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you.
I'm very grateful that we've got to share with each other our experiences with our female friendships and find out that we are almost similar. Like, we are all similar. I didn't even know that. Anyway, so yeah, that's the first thing I'm very grateful for. The second thing I'm very, very grateful for is, of course, my female friendships and the good and the wonderful female friendships that I've been able to build over time. Let me say a third thing. I'm very grateful for waking up today. Waking up and feeling like a human being, because I was tired yesterday. I thought I was going to sleep for 24 hours, but I'm very grateful.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful for good health. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've said this for the past, I don't know how many episodes, every single time, health. But then I think, you see how we have New Year's resolutions? I think I stopped that. I do my years on a quarterly basis. So, I know it's quarter 3. We are about to go to the end of quarter 3. That is at the end of September. But then, I think for this new academic year, I just decided I'm not going to be as as dormant physically as I was before in my first year. So today I woke up. I told you I've had a very weird day. So like my emotions are all over today. And there's a lot that happened yesterday. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of everything and just process everything. But then I just decided, you know what? I'm just not going to sit here. So I left and went on a very long walk. During the day, I just wore my hoodie and my sports shoes and I walked, and like I had earphones blasting with worship music, and I was walking. People are looking at me wanashanga huyu msichana anafanya nini, like the sun was up, it was hapo katikati, and I'm just walking and I'm in all black, I'm sweating, but I really don't care because I just need to move my body. So I think I'm grateful for like the ability to move my body. And also like after last week's hike, I just decided I'm never going to be unfit like I noticed I was that week. So it's just like, I'm not going back there.
Oh my God.
No way. So also the second thing I'm grateful for is
Mm-hmm.
how do I put this? I think my female friends in uni. And by this, like my female friends are very specific. Like they are my classmates and they are my group mates. So I have
Uh,
how many are they? I have three of them. Yeah, three of them. Yes, three of them. Yes. So I think these girls, like, unfortunately, I don't think I have been honest enough to appreciate them as I should, and I think I'm going to do that this week because after what happened yesterday again, I just discovered that honestly speaking, they're the ones who have your back. They're the ones who see, you said something, they'll see what you don't see and they'll correct it. So I think they
yeah.
have done that for me, and I got to realize that yesterday, and I'm really grateful for them. I'm grateful that they're here and we can do life together. And yeah, and I'm also grateful to have you here. I know we had a different plan for this before, but then it has worked out for the good at the end of the day. So I'm really grateful
Yeah.
and honored to have you. Yeah,
Thank you, Faraja.
thank you as well. So could you share with us your socials where people can get to know you or get to reach out to you? Yeah.
Okay. My Instagram. My Instagram is at Yvette Ariwi. YVETTEARIWI. And for my TikTok, do I even know my TikTok username? Oh my god, let me confirm. My TikTok username, Achieng, ACH _ IENG. Yeah, those are my only socials.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for this conversation and that we've been open enough to have it. And I hope that our listeners have also enjoyed and learned a thing or two. And so if you have enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to share it with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, and listen in to other episodes that we have in here.
Yes, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoy. I hope some of you will get to interact with some of you listeners. Yeah.
With that, beautiful people, we have come to the end of today's episode. It is my hope and belief that you have learnt a thing or two from this very episode. And if you have, don't forget to share with your friends, family, and with your loved ones. You can follow us on Instagram at the balance bliss _ and at TikTok. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Faraja. Until next time, be the light and God bless you. Bye.